If you're still charging $50 for a photo shoot, we need to talk because you're not just pressing a button. You're offering an experience, your time, and your eye. And today, I'm going to help you finally set up your prices with confidence and stop feeling guilty for charging what you're worth. So let's start with the hard truth. Most beginner and intermediate photographers undercharge. But why? A lot of them feel like if they were to charge what they were worth, that clientele will actually ghost them and not want to hire them for a service. But let's be honest, the people that will ghost you over $50 or $100 are probably not your ideal clientele anyway, because you're looking to do this full time. So let's understand how to price ourselves correctly and like a professional. So let's talk about three factors that come into play when picking out what you should charge your clients. The first one is going to be time plus skill. So when you're charging a client, you're not just charging for the hours that you're shooting, you're also charging for your knowledge, the gear, the time it takes to edit, your driving, and your subscriptions. And so all that plays a factor in how much you're going to charge the client to make it worth for both you and for the client. So this next one is an important one, which is market plus value. You're going to want to do some research on this part, target photographers in your area that are in your niche or that are in a niche that you want to go into, and you need to figure out how much are they charging their clients and what type of value they're bringing to the clients. And then to be competitive, you can upcharge just a little bit more and then add a little bit more value, meaning more deliverables or something different that only you can do that will add more value to the customer. That way you can be competitive in that market. And this last one is going to be experience plus demand. So this one has to deal with whether or not you have a lot of return clients or the amount of time that you have taken to actually do shoots. So what I mean by that, the person that has done one shoot can't charge the same as somebody who's done 10 plus shoots. The experience from the person that's done more shoots in different environments is far greater than the person that's only done it one time. So you have to know how much experience you have and what is the demand. Do you have people referring you? Do you have people rebooking you? Do you have people recommending you? That also plays a part in your price, and as your demand increases, so should your prices increase as well. So this first one is fairly common, and it's one that a lot of people do when first starting out, and even now, which is going to be hourly plus deliverables. You set your price based on hours for a desired shoot or desired niche, and then you're going to also set the expectations on your deliverables. What's to be delivered, how it's going to be delivered, how many deliverables are you going to be sending back to the client. This one is going to be a little bit more advanced, and I think that you should have the experience of actually being able to continuously deliver high value work before going to this. But this one is option 2, which is our tier packages. So you're going to offer a basic, middle, and luxury package. Of course, you're going to price your luxury package way higher. Most people are going to go for the middle package because it's going to feel like a great deal, and it's going to offer more than the basic package, which is really going to be bare bones. It's not going to have a lot in it, and so people are typically going to want to avoid that because of that factor. So that'll be a good way to make your perceived value a lot higher, and it's something that you can do once you get your experience up. And option 3 is going to be one that you would use mostly for commercial work, companies, brands, any type of company like that, which is going to be project-based pricing. So you would do a consultation with the customer, figure out what they need, what their turnaround times are, what they were looking for on deliverables, and then you would base the amount of work that you have to do and your experience, and then you would create a price based off of that and send it back to the client. So mistake number one is definitely going to be charging family and friends nothing. Now, I get it. You love your family and friends. You don't want to seem like you're overbearing and you're trying to get over on them by charging them your price. But anybody who respects you and loves you and respects what you're trying to do should and would pay your price. Now again, you have to make sure that you're treating your family just as well as you would treat any other client. So don't half-ass your work with your family and friends and then expect them to be okay with it because they're related to you. Do right by everybody and they're gonna pay your price. Now mistake number two is definitely something that I've done, which is not raising your price annually. The biggest thing that a lot of people fail to realize is that you have to move with the market. As inflation goes up, gear gets more expensive, gas gets more expensive, subscriptions get more expensive. You have to also raise your price as well. Your ceiling as a business cannot raise and your prices don't move to help adapt for that ceiling and overhead that you have as a business. You gotta raise your prices. And again, this is one that I see a lot with beginners and some intermediate photographers, which is apologizing for your prices. As there are many McDonald's on every corner, there are a lot of photographers. If clients are doing their research, they can find a photographer within their budget. Now, will that say that you won't ever do free work or you won't ever give discounts? No. But if they really want to work with you, they will wait to save up the money to be able to hire you for a session. So you're wondering what to say to a client if they come to you and ask you about a discount. And this is exactly what you'll say. Thanks so much for reaching out. My current price for that type of work is blank, and this is what you'll get for that price level. Let me know if you would like to get on the calendar and I can book you a session. Thank you. Short, sweet, no stuttering. You deliver it and you keep moving. We do not argue or negotiate our prices. So the last little bit is that you got to stop guessing. Stop asking Facebook groups and your family and friends if $150 for a shoot is too much. You are the business and you got to start acting like it. Business has no emotion and you have to treat this as your livelihood if this is something that you want to do full time. Set your prices, deliver, have some integrity, and keep moving. And that's all we need. If you found value in this video, I would love for you to drop a like or comment. And if you have had problems pricing, or if you had a way that helped you come up with your pricing, please drop it down in the comments. Help other photographers. As I always say, photographers helping photographers, iron sharpens iron. And like always, I'm gonna see you guys and girls on the next one. Stay crispy. Peace.